Right. Hello and welcome to the Fabulous Food Finds tasting experience that goes with this year's festive box. For those of you new to this, you've got your box, and this video is basically, or this meeting is aimed for me to talk you through all the lovely products in there, so you get a little bit of the background. You might get to meet some of the makers, and we'll talk through sort of like tasting notes and things like that, and just kind of get to know the products a bit better, give you some ideas of what to do with them, how to use them, that kind of thing, just so you can kind of really get to know them. Right, so this is all informal. If you want to kind of, obviously if everyone asks questions at the same time, it'll get a bit crazy, so if you want to put anything into the comments or you know, take your turn, that'd be brilliant. There's usually a time for like Q&As and things like that. So I hope you really like this box. I was kind of a bit concerned. I was like, is it festive enough? And then I thought, no, this isn't just for Christmas. My partner was like, oh, you need some Christmas cake or mince pies or something. And I was like, no, I think, you know, I don't know, it's not a Christmas hamper. This is like ingredients to see you through the festive season, and just, you know, things to kind of like see through winter and things like that. But there is some nods to festive things, so especially product number one, which is from Abby, who's joining us on the call. Thank you, Abby. So if you haven't seen your list of products yet, that is a kind of run through of everything, and the first one on there is the Cornish larders, mulled wine, and cranberry relish. And Abby, your company makes this, don't you?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Cool. So do you want to tell us a bit about kind of you and the business and why you're making chutneys?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll try and keep it as short and sweet as possible. So yeah, my name's Abby, and alongside my husband, we run the Cornish larder. We set it up in March of 2018, and basically all of our products celebrate fellow Cornish food and drink producers. So I don't know if you guys have been down to Cornwall. Some of you may be from Cornwall, but we've got a huge array of amazing Cornish food and drink talent down here, and we really wanted to create a business that celebrated that. So my husband, he's a chef, and came from a chefing background, and I'm a creative, so photography, graphics, that kind of thing. And so we combined both of our skill sets, and yeah, in 2018 launched the Cornish larder, which has just been going from strength to strength, which is brilliant, and we're loving every second of it. But right now we're kind of in the craziness of Christmas, so if I sound a bit bunged up, I apologize. It's because I've come down with like the winter lurgy. So
I had that at the show, and it was so tough.
It's so like it just hits you. But yeah, so yeah, in front of you, you've got your mulled wine and cranberry relish. So as I said, each one of our flavors celebrates a fellow Cornish food and drink producer. So in this one, we've collaborated with Polgoon Vineyards Wine, and they're based about half an hour to 40 minutes away from where we make everything. So they're based down in Penzance, so a bit further west than where we are. And so we use their mulled wine, we put in Christmas spices, and try and make it as festive as possible. And then you end up with this product. So obviously in our heads, it's the perfect pairing with like your Christmas turkey. You can put it in your Boxing Day sandwich leftovers. It's amazing with soft cheeses like brie, camembert. So that kind of thing. That's what we kind of want you guys to pair it with. I mean, we'd love to hear your suggestions as well and find out what you guys pair it with. But yeah, this is our product, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
You shared a recipe at the Good Food Show, which was like a sharing wreath.
Yes, yeah. So I got 2 pieces of puff pastry, put the first one down, and then I took this cranberry relish and I spread it all over the first layer of puff pastry, and then I got a second layer of puff pastry, and then I stuck a piece of the camembert in the middle, and then I chopped all around and twisted it so it became like a tear and share, and then I baked it in the oven until it was kind of like golden brown, and then you're just left with the most delicious melted camembert with your tearing sorry, the dog, with your tearing bits that you can then dip in the camembert, and you've got that taste of the mulled cranberry as well. And it was delicious. So, and it's so easy. It's so easy. Like, I leave all the cooking to Jake. I can't cook, even I can do that. It was really, really, really tasty. So that's definitely worth a try if you guys are doing that, or, you know, going to any Christmas parties and you need to take like a serving or a meal or something, and it will just really impress your friends because it's so easy and it's so tasty. And I've seen some people actually, they've done it in like the shape of a Christmas tree as well, so you don't have to, you know, keep it circular. I just did for ease with the camembert, but you can go really festive with it, all sorts. So yeah,
nice. I've only got a tiny bit left of this jar now. I've literally nailed it. It was really good with Stilton and straight from the jar. Really good with cheddar as well. I know you said soft cheeses, but I think it goes with most cheeses.
Yeah, absolutely. Also really good, like bacon and brie and cranberry bagels, anything like that. So it is actually quite a versatile flavor. I think some people see cranberry and they're like, what can I, like, you know, what can I do with it? But there are many uses. So yeah.
Amazing. And so if we want to keep in touch, if anyone wants to try your other things, I know you've also got a new brand like the hot sauce, haven't you? The Cornish Smoke Squad.
Yeah.
How do they find you?
Yeah, so we've got a website, the Cornish Larder, so www.thecornishlarder.co.uk. We ship nationwide, and so yeah, you can order on our website. We're also on Etsy, not on the high street, Yumbles. So we're available through like an array of online channels. And then, yeah, as Katie mentioned, this summer we also launched a hot sauce brand called the Cornish Smoke Squad. So if any of you guys love hot sauces, then you might want to check that one out. And we've actually done a festive hot sauce for the season called the Festive one. Creative, I know. It's a cranberry, habanero, and Christmas spices. So yeah, just a bit of a spicier version.
Nice.
Cornish Smoke Squad. But yeah, this is the Cornish Larder. And like I said, you can go to our website, and yeah, make sure you give us a follow as well on socials. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, because I'm always trying to post stuff on there. And yeah, and if you ever come down to Cornwall, we're in loads of farm shops and delis around the county as well.
Amazing. Thank you. Good luck with Christmas.
Thank you.
Lots of lemon sip and ginger and honey and things.
Yeah. But yeah,
amazing.
Enjoy the rest.
Cheers, bye, Abby. So that was Cornish Larder. Amazing. So we're gonna hop on to our next producer, because we've got lots of people joining us tonight. So Nadia, hi.
Hi everybody.
So guys, Nadia makes 2 of the products in your box. And this is, last year I included a like a curry for Boxing Day, like an instant kind of something you could add. And this is kind of this kind of replacement. This is kind of like an instant meal maker. So this is Ambora, and this is, you've got your Moroccan preserved lemon tagine sauce, and also a jar of preserved lemon paste, just to add like a real citrusy zing to things. So Nadia, can you tell us about you and the business, and then we can move on to talking about some of what we can do with the products as well?
Yes. So good evening, everybody. Lovely to see you all. My name's Nadia, and I'm the founder of Ambora. It's a Moroccan food brand that I started about 2 years ago. Ambora, I named it after my daughter Amber. It's the Arabic nickname for Amber. I started the business out of a need. So basically, people coming up to me saying, I've been to Marrakesh, I can't find anything that replicates the flavors. Can you give me some spices, some recipe blends, etc., to replicate the dishes? And then they were spot on. And people coming up to me and saying, I can't find anything. Sorry, there's my daughter's.
That's all right. Hi.
That's Amber.
Hi, Amber.
And so replicating everything, and then Ambora was born. One day I was in a food market, didn't know what to do, and then decided to launch a food business. Yes, your Bushu says that she was born in 2015. And then so I decided to start the cooking sauces. So I produce I've got 4 different cooking sauces, but this is the one that I included. It's one of my best sellers. So it's the preserved lemon tagine sauce to replicate the chicken or olives dish that most people know about. But you serve just with chicken. All the products are vegan friendly and all made with natural ingredients. There's nothing like untowards in the products. It's all made with fresh ingredients. So this one's traditionally I would make it with chicken, potatoes and olives. Or if you don't like olives, you can replace the olives with peas. Otherwise, if you want to make like a vegetarian one, it goes great with like carrots, potatoes, peas, those type of white, root vegetables, or broccoli. Beans is another one is really, really good with if you want to make a vegetarian one, as well as lamb, but traditionally it goes with chicken, but it works well with lamb as well. And then we have the preserved lemon paste, and this is really, really versatile. So in the supermarkets, you traditionally find this in whole lemons. So you see them in the jars as whole lemons. So even before I started the company, I used to just blend them down because it just made it easier to cook with, and hence why I found it really, really easy to use. Sorry. Found it really, really easy to use this way, and hence why I launched a product this way. So I use this basically to replace lemon in cooking. So whether it's vinaigrettes, marinades, stir fries, sauces, stews, hummus, like wouldn't traditionally eat on its own, but it's kind of like mixed up with something or another, and it's just handy to have in your fridge to use to replace lemon. Basically, when you don't have a lemon and you like for example vinaigrette, you can just add like half a teaspoon. Just be mindful that it's already got salt in it, so add salt last. That's the only thing I would say to this. I have spice range, so I've got Ras El Hanout, an award-winning that's available on my website, and other spices to make other Moroccan food or add Moroccan flavors to like everyday dishes like as burgers, stews, roasts, barbecues, etc. And
I love those spice mixes. Like,
yeah,
they're basically they're like different kind of variations, aren't they?
Yeah.
And like there's the one that we really love. There's the yellowy one. That's
the
like,
yellow one, yeah, warming.
And just on roasted vegetables, like we have that, like just roasted cauliflower all the time. And I have a lot of things in my house, like a lot of food, and I have used all of those up. So I'm going to have to make another purchase soon because they are so good. Like, and there's a smoky one as well, isn't there?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I even use it like for burger patties or potatoes. I just put it mixed with a little bit of oil and just like rub potatoes and put it in the oven, or grilled fish. It just uplifts, just gives another dimension. So it doesn't necessarily mean Moroccan cooking, it's just Moroccan flavors.
Tom and Sharon Gleave over there have got a tin in their cupboards. They obviously got some at the Good Food Show.
Oh.
Yeah. Which one did you go for? Is that the purple one? What's that one, Nadia?
That's the Ras El Hanout. Yeah.
Nice. Brilliant. Thank you so much for talking us through that. And I know I'm going to be making a quick and easy tagine. Do you think it would work with a leftover turkey?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. It works well with fish. I mean, traditionally it's with chicken, but it works well just with vegetables. It works well with fish. It works with white meat. Even lamb, honestly, it really goes well with the lamb. I was surprised with lamb. And then I made it with lamb with carrots and potatoes, and it really, really tasted really nice. So even I use my own product sometimes when I want to cheat. So
that's good. That's a good, the authentic. Kind of, Cool. Thank you so much. And so if people want to follow you, it's is it My Amboora?
It's My Amboora, but if you type in Amboora, Amboora, you'll find it. It all comes up, one of the first ones to come up anyway.
Brilliant. Cool. I'll share all these as well after this in the Facebook group and stuff. But thank you so much for joining us, and thank you, Amber, for joining us as well.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Thanks, Nadia.
Bye.
Cool. See you. I'm whizzing you through the introductions here because all of the makers are joining us at the beginning, which is cool. I think it's brilliant if you can actually meet the people. So Manju, hi, you're on mute at the moment. So
hi Katie, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi everyone. Hi.
This is a super treat, guys. Manju's an amazing Indian cookery teacher. You've won awards, you know, is it the Queen's Award for like your contribution to cookery?
Yeah, Empire Medal. And then I went to coronation as well. King said, come on over. There's a seat for you, so yeah, good fun.
No, cool. And so you're here kind of representing and helping out Gauri, who's the owner of Holy Lama Naturals and the Spice Drop. So you've got the little box, which is a gorgeous.
That's the barista collection, because Holy Lama Naturals has over 32 extracts. Like you have vanilla extract, we've got 32 different types of extracts, all natural. It's the real deal. Essence is artificial, extract is the X-rated stuff. That's how I remember it. And we've got some vanilla extract, which looks like this.
You guys have got in your box.
And this is Indian vanilla extract. So it adds that little spicy touch to it. So it's just like using vanilla extract that you'd get from Madagascar or from other vanilla companies. And if you wanted to make a hot vanilla drink, you just add a couple of drops. That's all you need because it's highly concentrated.
So what is it? It's one drop. It's like a
like a teaspoon. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's so concentrated, and then you just give it a mix, and you've got hot milk, or you can make milkshakes out of it, ice cream, use it in baking. It's just vanilla extract, but it's Indian, so it has that little spicy note because the vanilla is grown in southern India, a place called Kerala, where they have other spices growing alongside it. So of course the vanilla pods are sort of picking up the flavors, all the
from the soil.
Yes, absolutely. So you think, wait a minute, it's vanilla, but there's something else there. So it could be clove, it could be a hint of cinnamon, it could be a hint of cardamom, which is a big one. So for example, I've got some cinnamon extract. Again, you add the drops. So over 30 extracts, about 150 drops in one. So if you wanted like a latte, a cinnamon latte, add a couple of drops of cinnamon extract to your latte and mix it up and cheers. That's it, really. It's very simple. They're vegan, they're sugar-free. There's no sugar like the syrups in coffee shops have like a syrupy base. So this is brilliant. This is so good. So it's minus the sugar. So sometimes if I'm feeling a bit run down, I take a bit of ginger extract in my handbag. And if I want some sort of warming drink, I add a couple of drops of ginger to hot water. So you can use it with any kind of ingredient. Bakers love it. We've got orange extract, lime extract, or lime zest, orange zest. Cardamom's a really popular one because instead of removing all the seeds and grinding everything, it's brilliant. You know, it's sort of in your pocket when you go camping, that sort of thing. Makes a nice little sort of Christmas cracker gift for people. But I carry them wherever I go. It's like backup for flavor, and it's consistency in texture and consistency in flavor. So it's all very uniform.
I don't think I've got any.
You haven't got one?
No, I think I've undone my box and I can't see that I've got that.
Oh, Ruth, I'll have to send you another
sort something out, yeah. But
it's
really good. It's really easy.
It just means she'll pinch mine the next time she comes down.
I'll put one in your next box. I've got one at home.
And of course, bakers swear by, they use the extract to make a buttercream icing. Gauri, Holy Lama, have also got mulling spice extract, which is brilliant because enough of those sachets with all the spices which you need to fish out of the wine, you just add it while you're heating your wine up. You just add a few drops. It's brilliant. It's really good. So we'll be using that. Someone's making a mulling spice buttercream icing. cupcakes,
Ooh,
Christmas cupcakes. So, and these are all
a great idea.
manufactured by a women's enterprise in Kerala, southern India, where 80% of the workforce is female. So it's really good. And people ask, what happens to all that roughage and all those cardamom pods and all that sort of thing? And that's fed to the animals. So it's recycled. So there's hardly any waste going on.
Ah, and I guess that, well, the size of it as well, because it's so intense, it's kind of
Yes,
reducing packaging
absolutely.
and
Yeah, I've been told that animals don't have sensitive taste buds like humans. I could be wrong. So they just eat roughage regardless of flavor. Certain
these
animals,
lucky things that get all these lovely flavors and they don't even know
they
about
don't
it.
care. Yeah,
Oh,
they can
well,
digest cellulose, so that's
my
fine.
box is actually empty because
Oh,
I've been it's because I've been using it. So we've made Christmas biscuits and been icing them, and I'm
amazing.
gonna use it for like a lovely pavlova as well, like to make lovely
Oh wow, that's a
meringue.
nice
Really
idea.
kind of-
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There's so many like G&T with a hint of lime extract, which is Indian lime as opposed to limes from other various parts of the world. We've got
Yeah.
rose extract, which is a really good one. So like a rose buttercream icing instead of rose water, which affects the consistency of the butter or the product you're adding it to. It's just smooth and it goes through and it's lovely. I add a couple of drops on my biryanis. So that's quite fragrant as well. So yeah.
Amber's just asked if you have a favorite out of all of the flavors. All of them.
Yeah, I do like the vanilla, and I keep changing. At the moment, it's mulling spice, but chai spice is really popular.
Ooh.
That's again a drop into a cup of tea, ordinary cup of tea to make chai.
Oh, nice.
Masala chai, yeah. That's all the spices you find in masala chai, and it's really good. And it's very strong, and it's got a hint of pepper, so it's really good.
Nice, lovely.
Really
Thank
spicy.
you.
Yeah.
That's been brilliant. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And how do we, if we want to follow you and your cooking?
Oh, yeah, the real manju, because there might be a fake one out there. Who knows? But no, the real manju.
And then
REALMANJU.
brilliant. And then is it Spice Drops or is it Holy Llama?
Holylama.co.uk.
Brilliant.
So it's holy and llama with one L. So holylama.co.uk.
Awesome.
And check out, and there are loads of recipes on there as well if you need help.
Brilliant. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Not
We're
at all,
really pleased with how you've shared her lovely business. So thank you so much. Thank you, Manju. Amazing. So there you go. Whirlwind of throwing all these amazing things at you. Right. So let's go back to our little list. What do we think of all of those kind of things to play with? Hopefully, I found it was the first time, I have to say, that I tried this, and I quite like the fact that it's not too sweet. So many things have got so much sugar in, and this has got a lovely kind of savouriness to it. So I'm really looking forward to trying that one with some chicken. Cool. So let us move on to the second one down. I think someone tried to join the call, but I don't know who that was. So we'll move on to the next product and we'll see if anyone comes back in. So we're going to go on to these crackers that I just love the packaging of these, and I really struggled to decide what flavour to have. I really wanted a cracker that you could put with cheese that didn't sort of dominate with flavors. So they do sort of things like lemongrass and chili, and they've got a carefully cheese and leek, and all the packaging is so gorgeous with these lovely illustrations. I thought this one would go nicely like with cheeses, and also can be eaten on its own. So it's pear and Earl Grey tea flavor. So Earl Grey is that kind of citrusy kind of fragrant tea, and it's fragrance with bergamot. So these are quite surprisingly sweet. So I think they contrast really well with a nice kind of salty cheese. They they recommend putting it with goat's cheese, but because I really don't like goat's cheese, I'm not going to try that. So you'll have to feed back. But have a little try of these. These ones are kind of very delicate in flavour, and I think they'll probably kind of come to life with they say quite a powerful cheese maybe, and then that kind of citrusy flavour of them, like that kind of if you smell them, you can smell the kind of tea as well. But I thought they were just like a really nice, pretty cracker. And they do beetroot ones and spinach ones as well. They put like vegetables into their crackers. So this actually has got real pear, real tea. They don't put any like rapeseed oil or any like nasties or preservatives and things. So they're all really good. I have to warn you, I have got ultra processed foods on my radar now, which I'm trying to reduce. So I'm looking really carefully, like at home, of how many things we're like ingredients on packaging, and just trying to choose things with less ingredients, and you know, not having things that are kind of like so highly processed. So obviously I, you know, I'm not going to completely go preachy on you or anything like that, but you'll just kind of find like I'm a bit more conscious of it, which I hope you appreciate. I think we can all do with eating kind of like nicer, healthier, cleaner things. Yes, what do we think of these? No, Amber just said you like those. I find they're quite sweet. They kind of, when I first tried them, I kind of, before I got the kind of like the citrusy fragrance, I found they taste a little bit like rich tea biscuits, a similar texture. You're getting that as well, Davina.
I could eat those instead of a biscuit, and they're probably healthier for you than biscuit.
Yeah. I love these crackers. I'm not a tea fan, but there's a lovely balance. Yeah, and the other flavors, and they're so pretty. Like I just love the packaging. And I think there was two friends that was one kind of I don't know if they were friends, or one was kind of like the baker and the other one was from a design background, and they kind of wanted this, like the packaging to reflect how good the product was inside, and I think a lot of people get that wrong. So I think that, yeah, have a look at it. It's Craddock's, and it's the culinary alchemy of Craddock's golden baked cocktail biscuits with pear and Earl Grey tea. Yeah, really like these ones.
Katie, they go very nicely with this relish.
Yeah.
Mulled wine and cranberry relish. Oh, it's gorgeous.
You have to try that with a bit. But they say, yeah, soft goat's cheese. They say works really well.
Yeah.
So.
I've got some cheddar here, but yeah, that's going okay with it.
Nice, cool. Yeah, and hopefully a nice business to introduce you to as well. And they're based in Wales, so
Okay.
Welsh representation there. Cool. So let me just make sure no one else has dropped into the call. Don't want to rush you through tasting too much, but we'll have someone probably arrive shortly. Where should we go next? Okay, we'll go with our list. So next are the Two Farmers crisps. So I'm interested to know who hasn't heard of these ones. Okay, cool. Okay. Catherine, Tanya, they've been at the show for a while. I'm surprised you haven't come across them.
I haven't been.
Oh.
Not recently.
Come back one day. You don't need to, because I'll introduce you to all the cool things. So Two Farmers, back in, I think they've been going for 5 years, and just before they had finalized their packaging, they applied for a bursary. So I used to run this bursary scheme for the show where I'd get like, there would be 100 applicants. Like I'd have all these products and we'd run a tasting at the Good Food kitchens, and they applied, and it was before they'd finalized their packaging, and their packaging is really unique. It's plastic free, so really cool. It looks like plastic, but it's completely compostable at home. So if you are into reducing your plastic use, which hopefully we all are a bit conscious of, these guys are doing brilliant things. But when they applied, they hadn't got their packaging finalised. So I was at BBC Good Food magazine, like in their special kitchens, and they'd sent these crisps in these huge plastic Ziploc bags, and it was just so anti like what they do, these big plastic bags. But they won on the basis of kind of the fact that the crisps were really, really gorgeous, and obviously the packaging eventually came through. They are based in Herefordshire, and its two farmers are Sean Mason and Mark. God, I can't remember Mark's surname. Anyway, Sean and Mark. Really like these ones. So this is the woodland mushroom and wild garlic flavour, and this is kind of their really kind of deeply umami kind of flavours, like really salty, got the mushroomy flavour, and then that garlic as well. So super flavorful. Hopefully like this. This one can be quite divisive. There's a bit of a Marmite flavour. Some people kind of love it. We got any haters here? Or... No.
I think they're delicious.
Yeah, they're really good.
I ate them before we came on air.
They do some really good other flavours as well. They do like a hops and like a sorry, hang on a second, I just caught my throat. I was poorly at the Good Food Show, which was like 2 weeks ago, and I'm still not quite 100%. They've got a beef bull shot flavour, which is like a kind of like a tomatoey, really lovely beefy flavour. And they do a cider vinegar and salt one as well, and then like just like a plain salted one. But I think they're great crisps. They also do them in tins, like we use like big tins, which make a really lovely gift. They do like smaller tins and then a big tin. Oh, I was loving the cat. Quite lovely. I had to shut mine out earlier. I'm like, get out of here, cat. Oh, you're muted, Julia.
Yeah, this is our stray. It's called Chancer, and he loves chancing his chance, and sort of coming in to sit, trying everything. So yeah, sorry about the cat. Cool.
So yeah, so two farmers crisps, and they've also just launched a cider. I have to admit, I picked up some at the show, but I haven't tried it yet. So they've got two ciders, one with yeah, go for it. You can Manju, you're welcome to leave. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't mean to disturb you in full flow. Okay,
no,
cheers.
good. Thank you, Manju. It's brilliant. Thanks a lot. Take
Bye,
care.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Not very good at keeping up with the chat, by the way. For anyone that's kind of expecting me to keep up with it, sorry if I don't. But I think I'm doing a pretty good job today. Cool. So that was two farmers crisps. So have a look at those. And I think it's brilliant that they're doing, reducing plastic use. So two farmers. Oh yeah, the other cider was with pixely berries as well. So they do kind of like a fruity based cider. I'll feed back on those. Right. So next on our list, because that person hasn't come, I'm going to play you a little video from Nick, because he let's have a look. So it's the pasta basically, which I know isn't festive, but right, I don't want you to see everything. Share, there we go. Hang on, I'm gonna look at all my pictures now. There we go. There we go. Can you see that? Right.
Hi, good evening everyone. My name's Nick. I'm from Cornwall Pasta Co. So I am the man behind the pasta. So you will find these in your fabulous foodie boxes this evening. I started Cornwall Pasta 3 years ago. I wanted to create an organic British pasta company based here in Cornwall with unique flavours, and that's what we've been able to achieve so far. If you'd like to give me a little follow on Instagram, it is just at Cornwall Pasta. Alternatively, if you like what you're going to try in your boxes, you can head over to our website, which is www.cornwallpasta.com, and on there you'll find lots of recipes. You'll also find all of our range, which is we've got eight different pastas now, which are all flavoured. We've got a wild garlic one, for example, which is delicious. Anyway, enough about that. Real simple recipe for you, real quick one. Boil the pasta 6 minutes. Add a spoon of creme fraiche, handful of grated cheese. Stir until it's all incorporated, and you'll have a delicious, super simple dinner ready in minutes. So if you like what we've given you, head over to our website or follow me on Instagram. There's more recipes, and it'd be good to stay in touch that way. Thanks for your time. Bye bye.
There we go. So I know it seems weird, but pasta, this is like super special pasta. So if you're going to treat yourself at Christmas and like have a nice pasta dish, I think this is the time to do it. They also, like, his wild garlic pasta is like this bright green, gorgeous color, and it's just incredible garlic flavor. So like he did with the creme fraiche and cheese, really simple, easy to make kind of dish, and it just makes it a bit more special. They've also got a chestnut gnocchi, which we included in our festive mystery tasting at the Good Food Show, and he gets this amazing chestnut flour sailed like by sailboat for his eco credentials from Portugal. It's the only thing he imports, but it takes like 3 weeks or something to come through, and it's just the most gorgeous chestnut gnocchi. So yeah, Cornwall Pasta Co. I think they sell them in like Harvey Nichols and Selfridges and things like that. So yeah, Cornwall Pasta Co. It's really pretty as well, and it's all made with like this bronze cut, which apparently it doesn't make it super smooth, so it kind of picks up on sauces a bit better as well. They also do a squid ink one as well, which is like black, and a beetroot one, which I had the other day. So I'm not going to ask you to taste this now, but yeah, enjoy that. That's special, not too special, but any kind of pasta dish would be made better with that. Right, where have we got to? Sorry, I keep losing my if anyone saw me at the Good Food Show, I don't know how much you knew I was struggling, but I was very poorly at the show. I was kind of fueled by Lemsip pills. Right, so that was Cornwall Pasta Company. I'm going to skip the next one on the list just because we're going to be joined hopefully by Michelle at 8 o'clock. 22 now. Cool. So let's move on. I chose 2 spices for you. Oh no, Ruth, you've got a problem with the crisps. It's empty. Sent you a dud. Sorry. Right, so Gourmet Spice Company. I have known this guy for years, Mark Hughes, who has amazing range of vinegars and oils and spice mixes and spices. So I've included just some star anise there because I'm going to suggest a carrot recipe for you at Christmas, and also you can put this into your mulled wine, any mulling kind of spices. But Tom Kerridge does an amazing carrot recipe, and they're like whole carrots, and it's brown sugar, butter, and star anise, and it just is the most delicious like carrot dish or side for Christmas. So star anise. I don't know what's special about this particular star anise, but I will share some recipes as well in there. But I hope you enjoy those for Christmas. That's my little festive touch. And then the other one from him is the winter salt. So this might be a bit divisive. So let's have a little taste of this one. I won't make you taste the star anise, but actually the other thing that I really wanted to do over Christmas, like at New Year maybe, is like Peking duck, crispy duck, and this will really help you make that because that's part of that's the 5 spice as well. Is one of the 5 spices. So winter salt. So have a sniff of that one. Did you sniff too hard? I should have warned you. Don't snort the spices. Just a little gentle sniff. And have a taste of this one. So this is quite sweet, but it's also salty. So I get clove straight away on the nose. If anyone's trying to say anything, you can come on and say it. I keep seeing people talking. I'm like, trying to talk to me or not? So this has got sea salt.
Yes, I can tell it is quite salty, but the lovely taste initially. And I think if you just sort of sprinkle that on sort of meat or vegetables, that would be lovely.
Just to give you that kind of like wintry, kind of festive vibe.
On the chips in the air fryer.
Ooh, yeah, like potato wedges, that kind of thing. You could put this through sausage meat as well, probably, to make like a nice kind of spiced sausage roll kind of thing.
Pork.
Oh yeah, pulled pork, that'd be good. So sea salt, orange zest, that's got star anise as well. Allspice, cinnamon, cacao, pepper, cloves, nutmeg, vanilla, and fragrant dates. I assume that's for the sweet, to give it the sweetness.
I'm not sure if someone said anything, but hot cross buns, or was it later in the year? But hot cross buns.
Ooh, yeah.
A nice sort of fruity loaf.
Yes.
You know.
Might be a bit salty when it came out though.
Yeah, you need salt depending in the yeast. That's all in the bread. Nice.
You could get like almost like brioche, because
Well, you could even just get a little, just a glaze on top.
Or on the top of focaccia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I like when you put like butter onto hot cross buns. That's what I was thinking. So if you just had a slice of toast with like you could put that through butter, like unsalted butter.
Yeah, so the glaze on top. Yeah, be nice on that thing.
Yeah.
So Ruth would like to remember I am going to her house at the end of January. I'm expecting lots of meals from her.
I always feed you.
Oh, cool. So winter salt. I'm really interested in what anyone does with this. So please do share it in the group, and we'll see. We can give Mark some ideas of kind of like what we do. There's a leaflet in your box as well. He's really kindly given you a 20% discount code. It's like 80/20. So have a look. Like I've got in the kitchen, I've got like a vincotto, which is it's the step before vinegar. So it's like the grape must before it's added, has vinegar added, and it's really sweet, like it was a mango and blueberry or something. It was really gorgeous. And he does like amazing balsamics and oils and things. So take advantage of that discount code. Yeah, cool. So where are we now? Has anyone else joined us? No. Cool. So shortbread company. I included this company last year. They were just a normal shortbread. I went to find another company that did really nice shortbread, and I couldn't find one that didn't have like loads of preservatives and like palm oil and things like that. So these ones are literally like butter, sugar, flour is like the original one, and this one's just got a hint of cinnamon added. So just 4 ingredients, but I think done really, really well. So that is some lovely crumbly, buttery cinnamon shortbread. She does really nice tins. Like this. Tom, what do you think with your new patisserie skills? Is this good shortbread?
I always like shortbread. It's nice shortbread. The cinnamon's nice. It's kind of in the background, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't overwhelm, does it? So Tom, just for everyone, Tom's recently moved to Malton. The family's moved to Malton so that he can work with this amazing patissier. Who is it, Tom, that you're working with?
It's called Florian Poirot, and that's what the patisserie is called as well.
Amazing. So
he's the one who does the bacon.
We're still on.
Sorry, I'm telling him what to say.
Yeah, Sorry, he does Bake Off, did you say?
He does. He's the patisserie consultant on Bake Off for Professionals.
Wow.
When you see the person, you just see hands doing things. That's who he's taking an apprenticeship with.
Wow. What would you do with the winter salt then? Is there any like?
Well, we were thinking like a just a spiced salted caramel or something like that. It'd be quite nice.
Ooh, yeah, and like well, as well, like just a caramel sauce. Put that into that. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Sorry, putting you on the spot there by eating your shortbread. Thank you. Cool. And this company, I would have talked about her last year, but she's called Diane and she's based in Birmingham. She set the business up when her kids, like she kind of wanted her kids to like create this baking business, and kind of they weren't really into it, and they started making cupcakes and it was all a bit hard, and they were like, okay, let's try shortbread. And they were called the Sweet Bakers, and then the kids kind of lost interest, and she decided she really wanted to do it as like a business, and so she makes this amazing shortbread, and it's kind of grown and grown. Did you put your hand up? Which other ones that's tomorrow? Fry Brussels sprouts. Ooh, that's a really good idea. Fry the Brussels sprouts in with some winter salt. Amber, did you want to say something? Did you? No.
I think I put a little clap reaction because we like them very much.
Hands going. I was like, oh.
No, we like them a lot.
Oh, good. Yay.
My packet's falling apart, so I'm gonna have to eat them all.
You can tell when I like something because I kind of got like 2 left now. Cool. So that was the shortbread company. Where are we going now? We've done Ambora's lovely Moroccan preserved lemon tagine and the lemon paste. The Cozy Hot Chocolate Company. So if you want to try some now, you can, but here's one I made earlier. So Cozy Hot Chocolate Company make a really gorgeous range of hot chocolates. I mean, you can make it now or try it in your own time and enjoy it. So this is the gingerbread version of their hot chocolate. It's all made with like really lovely cocoa and cocoa butter, along with like pure spices and things. So this has got some cinnamon and some ginger in there. You just melt it into milk, and it's just a really lovely, indulgent, rich hot chocolate. If you're into your hot chocolates, they also do a range of single origin hot chocolates. So like if you'd like to try like a Madagascar cocoa or a Colombian one, they've got all those different ones to try. So really good for people that love hot chocolate. They do a salted caramel one, which is really good. But this I thought had the festive vibe, gingerbread. I'm drinking mine out of one of the little mulled wine blue vine mugs that I got in Cologne back in 2012, which was a nice little. We get these out every Christmas. But yeah, just really nice, like, not too overwhelming, but just a really nice. Of course, you can put it in a velvetizer. Yeah, I think they do that at the Good Food Show as well. They whiz it up and make lovely. Yeah, definitely put it into a velvetizer.
Yep, I'll definitely put it in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I think my little girl's going to get one for Christmas from her auntie, so I'm going to try and nab it as well. But any just hot milk, and then they say whisk it in, so I guess that's the same, as whizzing it up. Yeah, so that's Cozy Chocolate Company. It's she was a teacher, and they've just started really investing in the business and doing it themselves. So they were at the Good Food Show a couple of weeks ago, and they did really well. Everyone loved their hot chocolates. So cool. So that is Cozy Hot Chocolate Company. I'm starting to whiz through this, aren't I? Right. So next one. If you were here from the start, I put So Good Kombucha in the very first box. If you want to go and make it try. So this is So Good Kombucha, and it's made by a lady called Leslie So. So that's the So Good part of So Good Kombucha. The first one we tried was the elderflower and mojito, and this is gingerlicious. So I'm really sorry for anyone that doesn't like ginger. I feel like I've put quite a lot in this box. But kombucha, if you don't know, is it is fizzy, so don't shake too much. It's fermented tea, so it's made using just like it's pure spring water and then tea and then raw cane sugar along with like spices and things, and it's really good for you. It's really good for the gut because it's fermented, you're putting like really good bacteria into your body. So this has got lemon, turmeric, and ginger in it. So if you don't know, that's kind of like the powerhouse of kind of immunity boosting. Did you make hot chocolate? Oh, yay! Do you like it?
Yeah, it's really nice. I put it in the shaker, you know, the microwave things from Not, is it Not?
Yeah, Noops or something.
Yeah. No, not the chocolate makers. So you can make them cold chocolate drinks as well in these.
Okay. What's
so
the
in some Nops? So it's like KN. I'll show you. Hang on.
I know what you mean. Yeah, no, I think I know what you mean. They make hot chocolate as well, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, and you can make the cold drinks. I like the cold drinks in the summer. You put the ice in it and mix it up. Yeah. So I just made it up like that.
Cool. So yeah, so what do we think of So Good Kombucha?
I love this. I've drunk mine already.
I was going to say you're quite into kombucha. I remember from the last time.
Yeah, we always, when we do go to the show, we always end up lugging around bottles of this. Like, it's quite heavy, but it's good. It's worth it.
I think she's really, because some kombucha can be really tangy. Alexa's not into ginger. Sorry, Alexa. It's not. I don't think that's actually too gingery. I think that's quite pleasant kind of. Yeah, but she makes some kombucha can be really tangy, quite vinegary, a little bit sort of too funky almost. But this is like really light. Like the really nice level of fizz. It's all natural, and her whole business ethic's really amazing. She used to work at like Rolls-Royce and had quite a high-powered job, but just really wanted to do something in the food industry, make her own business, and she just does really great things. So they do a strawberry and basil one, apple pie flavor. Maybe I should have gone for apple pie, and that would make Alexa happy. It's so hard choosing like flavors with this. It's like, what do I? Anyway, I think this one's quite nice. I think it's not too gingery. When we first did the tasting box, the product had to be kept chilled, and it basically left me in tears because I had so many postal issues with the first box, and now it's ambient. So although it's kind of good if you can keep it in the fridge, but it doesn't have to be kept in the fridge anymore. So that's really, really cool, and left me not having to panic about how long it take to get there. I can have this one now. The show couldn't have anything busy. Good. Glad you can try it, Amber. Amazing. Yeah, so good kombucha. And it says on the thing that, you know, because it's so natural, you have got little bits in there, and that's all good to eat or drink. But yeah, if you want to have like a grown-up kind of soft drink and have something a bit fizzy and a bit interesting that's not alcohol, kombucha is a really nice option. You get loads of different, like there's really beautiful ones. There's one called LA kombucha, or La kombucha. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it comes with like a cork and everything. So if you want it as like a celebratory kind of thing, lots of different ones. And there's one called Left Field kombucha that they do like a Darjeeling one, a sencha green tea. They kind of go into the specific of the actual tea leaves, which is quite interesting as well. So rather than it being like a flavored thing, it's going really into like the actual tea leaves, which is really nice. I'll share that in the group as well. But that was so good. Perfect timing. So I'm gonna ask you, we're gonna try a tea now, and Kate, who's just joining the call. Hi Kate. Good timing. We just had a kombucha from So Good Kombucha. You are on mute, by the way. Can't hear you.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I was just saying that we just tried a kombucha, so it's actually quite nice that we're going to move on now. So Kate is from Small and Wild and makes amazing teas that originally kind of was all aimed at kids and getting kids drinking teas, but you've now got kind of a more grown-up range, haven't you? And
yeah, exactly.
Today we're trying the Merry Tiger tea.
Yeah.
Which we've included because you can also make it into a mulled Merry Tiger. So kind of has a bit of a festive vibe, right? So if you want to pop your petals on to try this, or just stick around and have one later on, obviously it's caffeine free, so really good to drink in the evening. I've kind of stitched people up before in that we've kind of tried like coffee and things like that at night, and it's like, no, everyone's wide.
Yeah. Everyone's at 2 o'clock in the morning. Everyone's like, oh.
Yeah, Liz has just said she loves the packaging. I love
it. Thank you. Yeah, we had some gorgeous designers down in Cornwall who did all the illustrations for us. So, very thankful for them.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So could you tell us a bit more about sort of you and the business, and what made you start making tea for kids as well?
Yeah, so my business partner Becky and I met, very sort of cheesy way to have met. We met during pregnancy yoga when we were pregnant with our second children. So we both had 2.5-year-olds at the time, and Becky and I both love tea. I had sort of a food and drink background anyway in sort of my career to date. And Becky worked more within the arts, but we both would spend lots of time sort of, pondering life, drinking our cups of tea, loving all these like different herbal varieties. And then we sort of were sitting there and we're like, well, the kids have got, we're either trying to give the kids water or milk or, give them a juice, but then it would be lots of sort of sugars, natural sugars, but still sugars within it, or something that's full of artificial sweeteners. So we were like, well, they should be drinking tea as well. So we try them with various adult teas, but kids do naturally sort of taste bitterness a lot more. They have a lot more taste buds ratio, and so they can taste bitter flavors a lot more. So a lot of adult tea just don't work for children. So we felt like there could be a lot more, fun flavors out there to attract kids to drinking tea, and it being such a wholesome thing for them to have. So we set about creating our blends, especially for children, and sort of launched 4 of those. So we've got a rooibos based one, we've got a banana flavored one, and we've got one that's like a really nice bedtime, our Sneezy Fox, which is lovely for bedtime, and actually adults really love that one too. And our Merry Tiger. And so Merry Tiger can be enjoyed warm or cold, and like Katie said, like lovely for making things like a mulled sort of variety as well. And then since then we've then launched adult teas as well, because people, grown-ups kept on saying, well, when we're buying, we love your teas for our kids, we'd like to buy some adult teas as well. So we have a range of adult teas from herbal through to sort of breakfast teas, and we also do special editions. So at Christmas we have like a mint choco, which is my current sort of absolute addiction, and then we have a toffee apple tea as well at the moment. So yeah, that is us essentially, and it's all made in the UK, all in Kent, and it's all sort of plastic free packaging, and they're biodegradable tea bags and so on.
Just gonna add someone else in. We've just got someone that has got kids, and that's probably why she's late to the call, is that she's probably juggling kids, so she probably like to know about these tea for kids. So I made mine earlier as well. So it's pear, mango, and raspberry.
And raspberry, yeah.
And is there any actual sort of like tea leaves in there, or is it just a fruit infusion?
It's just this one's just a fruit infusion, and so there's hibiscus in there as well, which also gives it a nice red colour too. So there's hibiscus, and then along with the fruits.
Amazing. And so if we did want a mullet, what should we add to that then?
Yeah, so the full recipe is on our website, which is smallandwild.com, but it's with apple juice and then lots of like lovely cinnamon and cloves, and just all like kind of made in the same way that you'd make a mulled cider or a mulled wine, but instead of having wine and cider as your base, you use tea as your base for it. So actually it's a lovely sort of alcohol free one, but again, like not, because I before you kind of do a mulled apple juice or something like that, but then actually it's quite a sugary drink. So instead you kind of add the tea into it, and it just sort of brings it together and adds a bit more depth of flavour and more interesting sort of flavour profile behind it. So it's lovely. So you can just have it mulling away on the stovetop, and then just serve it, as and when people want them. But and it also makes the house smell amazing. So it's lovely because it's kind of got all the tea smells, but then added in with the cinnamon and cloves.
Amazing. I have to say as well, I tried your breakfast tea this afternoon, and I'm a bit of I like a Yorkshire tea, and I like strong tea, and it's I find it hard from I find it hard to get that kind of like strength.
Totally.
And so, but I got it for like that breakfast tea is gorgeous. It was just, it really did the job. Someone's just asked, this is decaf, and it obviously they all decaffeinate. Then there's no caffeine in any of the kid ones.
No, exactly. So all the kids ones are completely caffeine free. The special editions are caffeine free. So they're kind of for like the whole family to enjoy together. And then the only caffeine ones we have is the breakfast tea, and then our green tea. But yeah, this is completely naturally caffeine free.
Nice. Cool. Thank you so much. Did anyone else have any other questions while we've got Kate here? We don't have caffeine. Cool.
Yeah, very sensible.
And everyone's loving the packaging as well. I think when you see the other ones, they're really beautiful. Cool. Thank you so much, Kate. That's really brilliant. Great to share your tea.
I love how festive you're looking, Katie.
I
feel like this is really letting the side down my backdrop.
Oh no, we spent last weekend like literally decking. There's like snowflakes above me. It's we're in Christmas heaven.
Love it.
Yeah, cool. Right, thank you so much, Kate. You can stick around if you like, or I'm sure you've got other things to do, but thank you so much.
I'm avoiding bedtime as well, so perfect. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, everyone.
Great.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Woo. Brilliant. So that was our merry tiger tea, and I did kind of wonder, I hope because I know there's some people that don't have kids and things like that, and or have kids in their life at the moment, but actually it's really nice kind of just it doesn't need to be for kids, it's just a really nice fruity tea infusion. Cool. So just in time, our next guest has appeared. Hi, Michelle.
Hello. Hi.
So Michelle makes the product, which might be a bit intriguing. So Michelle is from Fruitology, or is the woman behind Fruitology. And someone made the hot chocolate in the bellatizer, and it was very good. So that's good news. This is a really cool thing for you to make your own liqueur for Christmas, or your own sort of booze infusion. Michelle, do you want to tell us a bit about what you do and about this cool product that we've got?
Okay. Thank you very much. So yes, this is Fruitology. They're fruit infusions that you add your favourite alcoholic spirit to. So where it be vodka, gin, rum, anything like that. You pop it in. This is the refill pouches, so you need to pop it into a bottle. about 250 ml size, and then fill it up with your alcohol to the very top, and then leave it for 3 to 4 weeks to infuse, giving it a shake every so often, and then it will look like that when it's ready to drink. This is actually one of our other flavors. This is the cranberry and raspberry, and then you can add it to a mixer, so your favorite mixer, tonic, lemonade, Coke. Add a dash to prosecco, or drink it neat over ice, and then you can have the fruit at the same time, so let it fall into your glass, or you can strain it and have the fruit on ice cream or meringue, or freeze into ice cubes to have later. We're still working on the non-alcoholic version. We've been told, I was told when I took over the company that it didn't work with non-alcoholic spirits. However, I've just had someone today message me saying they have infused it with non-alcohol. So I'm going to do a bit of testing myself, just to make sure, because I don't want to say, yes, it's great with non-alcoholic spirits, when actually then after a week the fruit goes off and isn't preserved. So obviously with it being with alcohol, the fruit is preserved for longer. The fruit does have a best before date of February 2025, so it's got a long date on it because it is freeze dried. But I wouldn't want anyone to not enjoy the product because it's not been infused the way that I know it should be.
I guess if you don't drink alcohol, it's worth a try, right?
Yeah, it's worth a try if you don't need, and any feedback like that would be appreciated, because then I can develop it further and do my own testings and things like that. So
don't give it to me her ideas, otherwise I won't get her portion.
Got some sisters over there, and they're rivalry over the product. Who's going to make what?
I do have to drive 120 miles to pick up the leftovers.
Worth it, I think. So yeah, I think these make a really great gift as well. So for people that just kind of want to, do a bit of their DIY kind of making, right? I've got you did send me these, but I haven't made them yet. I'm really sorry. Yeah, they look really beautiful.
They also come in a larger size as well. So they do come in 750 ml, and those ones that Kate's got are the 250 ml. So.
What Amber's asked, what spirit do you think would work best? Like what?
It really is down to personal preference as to what spirits you like. Personally, I'm a vodka person, so I would put all my infusions with vodka. But I know a lot of my friends put gin with them, and it is really, there's no spirit that works better with them. It's all down to personal preference, what spirits you like and what fruit you like to go with them.
Yeah. And do you think that the quality of alcohol really matters, or does there?
Not at all. Not at all. Go for your bargain bucket, cheapest alcohol, because you're infusing it with the fruit. Therefore, if you've got something that doesn't have a lot of flavour to it and to begin with, you're going to enrich it with the fruit and actually probably get a better product out in the end, because you'll have a higher quality of the fruit coming through, the fruity flavors coming through, whereas if you put something quite expensive that maybe already has its own distinct flavor, you're not gonna really taste the difference.
For some reason, Grant's the exciting vodka comes to mind. I think that's one of like the cheap ones you can get in Tesco. I'm sure that's one of the ones we used to buy at uni. Cool. So have fun with this. I'd like to see if people make some of this. I guess you could make it, especially like the kind of that on ice cream would be amazing, and like the mulled fruits and things, just putting that.
We do actually have a serving suggestion with the winter spice. Once it's infused, warm up some apple juice and add a shot of it to warm apple juice.
Ooh, yeah, lovely.
Absolutely. Just one tip though, don't put the alcohol in this. You do need to put it into a suitable glass container or
Thank
bottle.
you.
Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions from anyone? No. Cool. Pretty self-explanatory. Amazing. Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Brilliant. I think you're our last guest, unless someone else surprises me that I invited into the call. Thank you so much. And it's can we follow you on Instagram or something too?
Yes, certainly can. Yeah, there's a Facebook and Instagram page. There's also a website where you can place orders through the website. But the Facebook page is Fruitology UK, and then the Instagram is Fruitology Sussex. Because there was an old Fruitology page, which unfortunately passwords were lost for, but is still showing when you do the search. So if you just make sure it's got UK at the end or Sussex, that will be me.
Cool. And you bought a box as well. Have you?
I have a box. It's right beside me. I have opened it.
We got through most of the products, I think, by now, but you'll have to watch back and kind of find out a few more things about some of these products, because we've had a few of the makers on, which has been really nice.
Excellent.
Cool. Thank you very much. I'll see you. We'll move on to a couple more products to go through, so you can stick around for those if you want, or feel free to go, whatever you'd like to do. Cool. So where have we got to? I think we've nearly covered them all. Okay, so 3 weird things. I shouldn't really talk about them as being weird, but okay. So has anyone had mushroom coffee before? No, I'm not going to recommend this tonight because it has got caffeine in it. So take this in your own time. Okay, so there's not a lot here, but I didn't want to buy loads because, you know, it's something that you might want to try. If you like it, go and buy more. If you don't like it, you know, done. So this is kind of like a barista blend instant coffee. So it's, you know, basically like a Zera type thing, which has got some ground coffee beans, but it's also like an instant coffee, a high quality one. It's not organic, but it is a high quality one, and that's blended with adaptogenics, which is basically mushroom powders. So it's not magic mushrooms, but they're types of mushrooms that kind of do different things. So you've got 3 different ones. You've got one called Flow with lion's mane. I don't know if you've heard of that one. That's quite a popular one that kind of you know, brings focus and clarity. And then rhodiola, I'm not going to say I know if that's the way to pronounce it or not, but basically, so this one has got yeah, so Flow for basically for focus, clarity, that kind of thing. I really want you to try it and feedback, see what you think. I have tried some of these before, a different brand. I haven't tried these ones yet, and it did actually it did, you know, bring me focus, and I did without that, like kind of like the jitters of like that caffeine brings. Apparently it's kind of good to kind of, if you can't normally tolerate caffeine, it kind of can calm you. There's a Mojo one with ginseng and cordyceps, I think that's how to pronounce it. So another mushroom blend there to bring mojo. So I guess that's an energy boost. And then a Zen, and this one's got CBD, so that's your kind of marijuana, but like not the kind of
medicinal.
Right, the medicinal, yes, exactly. So and ashwag, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm really sorry. I should have kind of anyone know how to pronounce that? Ashwagandha. So whatever that does is kind of bringing chill and with your coffee. So interesting little experiment there if you kind of like this. This is London Nootropics, and they do like a range of these adaptogenic coffees, kind of so new extra kind of health benefits and things to kind of either calm your mind or kind of bring you more clarity or more focus or more energy. So yeah, kind of looking forward to these. It might be good over the festive season to bring whatever you need to your life.
And driving test next week. I think that one will be.
Please be careful. Don't be cute. Or
He doesn't drink coffee anyway.
maybe worth a try.
For me, yeah.
I'll share all the details into the group. I did a print off a load of stuff about these, but I think it might be one of these things that we kind of explore together and try those. Like the Zen, it says it helps to keep alert, calm, and balanced, even for those sensitive to caffeine. Yeah, I'll send around this thing. I'm not going to talk you through all the benefits now, but yeah, interesting one to try without having to kind of for me to have to buy you a whole box, because it might be something you try and think, actually no, I'll leave the mushrooms. But yeah, so thumbs up there. Thank you, Ian. Cool. So we've nearly got to the end. You've got one more thing in your leaflet in there, which is from Indulge Dining. Sorry, I couldn't send you it, and I had to try it myself. So last week they sent me one of their meal kits, and I made this amazing beef Wellington. I made it. I literally put it in the oven, and it was incredible. So they've given you a discount code. They basically send these amazing meal kits. They do like a New Year's Eve one. They do a beef Wellington kit. It comes with really cool instructions. Tells you how to plate it up. Really lovely guys, like this little young family. And he's like a Michelin trained chef who makes all these amazing meal kits. And obviously I can't send you your own meal kit, but I highly recommend them and have completely, tried it. The kids helped put together the little chocolate mousse at the end. It came with flowers and like hazelnut kind of paste and raspberry paste, and it all worked really perfectly, like really good instructions. So yeah, that's Indulge Dining. So I think that is the end of that whirlwind tour of however many products I put into this box. I nearly desperately tried to buy some last minute Christmas pudding truffles for you, but they didn't arrive in time. So I'm sorry you didn't get those, but someone said to me you wouldn't actually have been able to fit them in the box even if they'd have turned up. So I was like, maybe it was a good thing. So I'll save an extra chocolate treat for the next box and spend that money on those then. Cool. Okay, someone has gone upstairs with the Zen CBD coffee, so hopefully they're okay. I think that they're all safe, don't worry, they're all good. Cool, so hopefully that's given you some really cool things to play with over Christmas and the new year. As always, please do kind of feedback and share anything in the Facebook group, like if you've tried something and or it worked like this or didn't work like that, you've tried a pairing like with the crackers or the chutney, and it's always good to share. So
I need more crisps.
Need more crisps.
Yeah, need more crisps.
They have got quite a lot of stockists now, so you should have a look. I think they sell them on like the Eurostar and things like that now, because everyone's loving the whole plastic free thing. I do recommend the tins as well. They're nice and plentiful at Christmas. Cool. So thank you guys very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie.
You're very welcome. Oh, Charlotte, do you want to say something?
No, sorry, I was trying to take myself off mute. Have a good Christmas, everyone. Thank you, Katie.
That was great.
You're so welcome. Thank you. And we'll see you in the new year.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye. See you soon. See you. Ian.